everyone, and welcome back to Art a la Carte. In this episode, I'm going to be drawing the Pumpkin King himself, Jack Skellington, from Disney's Nightmare Before Christmas. And I'm doing this actually as part of InkTober, which, if you don't know what InkTober is, I'm going to leave a link in the description box below. It'll take you to a website that will explain it. But basically, it's artists committing to draw one drawing every single day using primarily ink. You can use pencils to kind of get your sketch in, but the finished piece itself must be done in ink, and to draw one picture every single day for the entire month of October, and giving yourself a really good focus on practicing either a different type of medium, in this case ink, or picking a certain topic like drawing people every day. If you're doing that for an entire month and having that commitment is really something that's going to help you to improve in your art. And so I actually found out about this last year, and it was halfway over, so I didn't participate in InkTober. And I actually won't be able to participate in InkTober this entire month. Well, I will, but I won't be able to give up daily updates on my Instagram because I will be out of the country and won't have internet to do that. But I still have a little journal. I'm going to be doing my very best to do an inked sketch every single day. So this was, I think, day number 2. The picture that I did, and I thought it'd be fun to do a kind of a Halloween kind of picture with ink, and I thought it'd be fun to do Jack Skellington. So a couple of things to talk to you about the actual sketch itself. I looked at several different reference photos and different fan art that people did before I came up with the composition for my piece here, and I wanted him to kind of be almost a little creepy, but still the lovable Jack that you know and love from the Nightmare Before Christmas. The thing I found really interesting is the proportions in his arms. He has really super long and skinny arms, and so at first I gave him normal proportions that you would give to, you know, a normal human, but because they really wanted to emphasize his long skeleton frame, they elongated everything very much so. And I mean, I guess I noticed that, you know, when you watch the movies, but then when you are drawing it, you really have to push yourself to draw his forearm and upper arm so much longer than you normally would. And so I had to take a couple goes at that before I got it down to where I liked it. But he is actually a really fun character to draw. And I really highly recommend that if you haven't drawn him before and you think it would be fun, to give it a go. It's very simple shapes because it's a stop motion animation. You know, the figures themselves are fairly simple themselves, so I had fun with that. I really had fun with his head, or skull, I guess I should say, and his eyes, because he doesn't actually have eyes, just the eye sockets in his skull, that the actual skull itself will bend in shape to kind of show the emotion that he's feeling. So here I have kind of a mischievous grin, so I have the top of his eye ridges kind of coming down to kind of give the appearance of eyebrows. Once I finished putting everything in colored pencils, then I went back and inked it in, and then I started filling this in. So I used a couple of different tools. I used a regular inking pen, I think it was like a size 05, and then I use my Prismacolor brush pen tip, so it gives me a really thick, thin line, and I use that to put in the stripes on his outfit, which was rather time consuming, and I really did have to take a lot of time to do this part because I wanted to make it look good. You want them to be, you know, even enough where you can see the white lines in between them, but you don't want them to be ruler straight. If you look at the design, they kind of have a little wavery, organic feel to them. So that was a little bit forgiving when you're drawing, which is nice, but you want to make sure that you leave a good space with your white and don't color too much. I loved his bow tie. It's actually this really cool bat that makes his bow tie. There's so many things that when you draw them and you have to spend actual time looking at them and seeing what they are, then you all of a sudden realize what it really is. So that was really kind of fun. In the actual creating his body pose and putting in the shapes, I did find that he has a rather large chest, which is kind of like this upside down teardrop shape. Everything about him is skinny except his chest. He has a really nice full chest for his rib cage, I guess. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. I don't know what I'm going to do in today's InkTober drawing. Haven't done it yet. but I will be doing it later this afternoon. If you'd like to follow all of my Inktober drawings, you can definitely do that on Instagram. You don't actually need a smartphone to have an Instagram account. You can't post things without, I think, a smartphone, but you can go to Instagram on your computer and check that out. So if you want to see them, I will be posting as many of my Inktober drawings as I possibly can. Also, it's fun to check out the hashtag of not Instagram. It's also fun to check out the hashtag for Inktober and see what other people are creating. And I will also put a link to the artist that actually started up Inktober, so you can kind of go and see his video and why he decided to come up with Inktober, which is actually a really awesome, fun story, and just goes to prove and show that if you have an idea to help yourself, sharing that idea with people can start something big. I don't think he ever thought that his little idea of doing Inktober for himself would turn into something so huge, but it really did. It's a really fun encouragement to so many artists that I know, and a lot of us really look forward to Inktober. In fact, I wish there was a Ink November. That'd be fun too. You definitely don't have to wait for October to do this kind of a challenge, but it's fun to do it collectively as a bunch of artists. So I'm going to leave you with the rest of this drawing. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me. If you're brand new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any future videos. And until next time, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye!